And we are live. Welcome to greeneconomy.tv. I'm your host and facilitator, Byron McDonald. Today, our publisher, Gordon Brown, will be going in conversation with Chanelle Hingston, Group Director at Clarion Events. But before I go ahead, as I say each show, greeneconomy.tv provides insights and intelligence on all sustainability related matters.
What if our need for energy didn't cost us the earth? What if the power that drives the world and powers our industry could harness the expertise of the energy leaders, plus the ideas of the technology innovators? What if we all came together to start a conversation, to spread our knowledge, to light a spark, to fuel change, to strive for improvement for the future of our continent? What if two great energy brands combined to create a community like no other? Enlit, your inclusive guide to the energy transition, covering the energy conversation from all over Africa. Enlit Africa. Connect, inspire, evolve.
Hi, Gordon. Hi, Chanelle. How are you guys doing?
Hi there.
Hi, Byron. Hi, Chanelle. Thank you for joining us, and welcome from my side.
Okay. Gordon, I'm going to hand the show over to you as each week. You can take it from there.
Thank you very much indeed, Byron, and what a pleasure to have you in the virtual studio, so as it were. Yeah, look, I mean, we just from a green economy point of view, every year we look forward very much to both Power Gen Africa and indeed to Utility Week. These are big events on the calendar for us, have been for many years. And I was very interested to see through the media, and as was reflected in our video intro, that you've decided to combine elements of these two brands to form a new brand, Enlit. So what a pleasure, and how fresh and how new. But perhaps just give us some background to that. I mean, it must have been a massive decision from your point of view. What was the purpose for rebranding of African Utility Week and Power Gen Africa, and how does this reflect the way the industry is changing? Perhaps give us some insights there, if you wouldn't mind.
Yeah, sure. Hi, Gordon. So I think, the dynamics of the African energy sectors are changing. So it's really exciting for us to witness this firsthand. And as a reflection of this evolving landscape, we've taken the bold decision to really develop our product offering whilst rebranding African Utility Week and Power Gen Africa under one name, Enlit Africa. I would say the purpose of this rebrand is really to successfully merge and combine the strengths of the two brands, to unite the different audiences, and to deliver brand consistency across our global energy portfolio of events and media. This new brand will really deliver multiple channels to the energy markets across Africa. We aim to connect our stakeholders in the industry, bring real insights and intelligence available to you at a click of a button. Our objective is really to become your guide to Africa's energy transition. We also are inclusive and bring together the whole value, the whole spectrum of the power and energy market. So from finance and investment to generation to end use, from established players to innovators and fresh startups. So we're the place to learn, share, best practice, source products, and gain innovation. And we felt this new brand really encompassed this. So we're quite excited by it.
Well, what a pleasure. I mean, it's a cool brand, and we look forward to, looking forward to Enlit Africa once a year. I think it's going to be fantastic. Let's have a quick chat about not the elephant in the room, but the whole herd of elephants in the room, as far as us in the event and media space is concerned, I mean, I think it's been obviously extremely well publicized, the impact of the COVID epidemic and the lockdowns on industries like aviation, on tourism, and so forth. But in the event business is actually an extension of those same industries, and everyone in the event industry has been radically affected by COVID and by the impacts of it through these lockdowns. How has the COVID-19 epidemic or pandemic affected your company and the way that you present your events?
Yeah, I mean, it's really, really affected us greatly. And we've not actually been able to deliver an event in the live format since our 2019 edition. And it just seems crazy when I hear myself say that, because it just seems like a lifetime ago. My team is like dying to, and myself included, are dying to get back into that live format. I think, like many industries, the event industry has been hit hard, especially large scale events like ours is. But you know what, Gordon? It's not been all doom and gloom. As amongst all of this upheaval and this chaos, has come much learnings and opportunities for innovation. This could be the disruption that our industry needed, like pretty much our Uber moment, and I think, like many of us, we've been navigating our way, understanding how to deliver real value to customers through these digital platforms. And in my opinion, nothing compares to the face-to-face connection. I feel the magic happens when people gather. There's really like an energy about it. Relationships are formed, and there's really a sense of purpose that's uncovered. So while I don't see digital events replacing a live experience, there's plenty of opportunity for them to really enhance live events and play a vital role. Technology and digital offerings need to be incorporated into our events going forward, and not an afterthought. And of course, there's also no doubt the power of digital and the impact it's having at reshaping our industry. It's been driven by much needed innovation, which has been accelerated by COVID. We now have the chance to really develop a range of products and offerings to complement our brands, really at a time when our customers need and want solutions and options. So staying close to the market, really understanding our customer needs, will really ensure that we're providing them with solutions and the best ways that we can accelerate them to along this road to recovery, because they've also obviously been very affected. So there's no better time than getting closer to your customers, to ensure that we're providing true value. I think content has become increasingly prevalent as a driver for engagement. We've seen that is easier to replicate in this digital world, where the connection part has been more challenging. So it's really important for us to understand the markets, ensure that we are providing relevant and real insights to the industries that we serve. It's been the conversations that we've had with the industry that's helped us deliver our online platform. The core at which delivers the outcome the industry values the most from a live event, which is content and connections. So, what have we done? We've really evolved from being an in-person event to a community that for like 365 days a year, we gather, we engage through a blend of live and digital platform to really meet and inspire people through content and connections. And that platform is called Enlit Africa Connect.
Right. So that's exactly the point. I mean, I think that, and it's true in our little business too, and we see it with the big brands, the big events like your own, and wonderful to get the opportunity to chat to you about what you guys are doing. But of course, it's not just the event business. It's actually the individuals, it's the exhibitors, it's the delegates. No one can get together. No one can actually have that face-to-face like we had before. So it's not just the absence of the event, it's actually the absence of face-to-face communication. You can't have your sales reps going out and just meeting people anymore. These things have changed. The world has changed. So one of the super valuable things that existing events have relative perhaps to, let's say, newcomers offering endless webinars, is that you have this history of having built up this community. You have this trust in the brand where, you know, people know that at least once a year or more frequently, or through sister publications or whatever the case may be, they know they can find their customers. They know they can find those leads, and they can communicate. So they're looking to events like Africa Utility Week, like PowerGen Africa, and now these combined into this mega event, Inlet. They're looking to you to help them connect. So you've mentioned Inlet Connect Africa. You've mentioned this 365 days. You've mentioned your community. Perhaps just explain to us what people can expect there once they've registered, once they're involved, once they're participating. Exactly how are they able to engage with each other, to interact, and ultimately to do business?
Yeah, definitely. And I think just to add to what you were saying, you know, it's been great to get a lot of feedback from our customers to say, you know, wow, they really miss that live engagement. That's where they come to do business, to meet people, to meet the industry, new customers, old customers. So, you know, that's been really, we're a big part of their business strategy, which has been really encouraging. And I think we've been able to replicate the content, as I mentioned before, quite easily on the platform. But what's been really difficult for is, you know, some of that engagement through these digital platforms, the matchmaking, the meeting, the doing business. So we've really worked closely with these clients to deliver this. So Inlet Africa Connect, really in partnership with our media brand ESI, basically will connect you to your community 365 days a year. So the platform offers the opportunity to engage with, you know, best thought leaders, innovators, disruptors in the energy sector, whilst having front row seats, you know, to our clients and their latest industry solutions, webinars, showcase, technology showcases. They can do product launches with us on this platform. And when we do eventually go back to the live, we'll host a hybrid event, and we'll use this platform to ensure that they can be in attendance anywhere and at any time. So some of that is benefits that the community get. You know, will give them exclusive access to industry specific content sessions throughout the year to help them really stay abreast of the trends. Our aim is to deliver at least one thought-provoking and highly topical session a month. Our platform is also open 24/7 to engage with industry professionals from around the globe in their own time, in their own space, through an AI-powered matchmaking. And this is really the perfect opportunity for you to expand your network, to make new connections, as well as really to connect with peers that you may already know in the industry, but you haven't been able to connect, as you mentioned earlier. And to view the latest products and case studies and the data sheets from leading vendors, and really just to be inspired and grasp new ideas from the industry's thought leaders. So that's kind of what we're aiming to achieve. Yes, you mentioned there's a lot of people putting out content there, but you know, we are relying on a lot of the relationships that we've built over the last 20 years, because that's what we're into, our 20th year now. And really, you know, and this has been helped build by our customers. So we've taken a lot of input and advice from them.
No, what a pleasure. So you've touched on, you know, the value and advantages to the industry. You've also spoken about this year-long, 365 days. I take it from your online idea, but it actually applies to this whole framework, if you like, of engagements through your publications, Inlet Africa Connect, as well as your event touch points, digital events, physical events, and so forth. So what a pleasure. I'd like to just chat with a little bit more detail around the engagement. So I think this has been a key challenge for the industry. So, for example, as we've discussed, I mean, there's been a number of new offerings from a content point of view, some good, some not so good. There's been a movement of key events into the digital space, some successfully, others less so. We as perhaps as delegates, as consumers of event content and participators of events, have been exposed to a range of experiences. But I've yet to come across one in which, firstly, there's genuine access to people. And the reason for that is also that people aren't really that willing to share their own information and give people, let's say, unfettered access to them in the way that you would if you were at an event and a guy next to you with a name badge, you turn over, you shake hands, say, "Hi, Greg, I see you from ABC company." So, in that sense, there's no, at an event, you've got your barriers are down, you're ready to talk, you want to talk. Often you'll stand in a lift at an event and someone will say to you, "Hey, I'm from ABC company. What are you doing?" So you have this amazing shield down moment with people that you just don't experience when you're not at events. And I don't know if we'll ever replace that through digital, and let's hope that we don't. But perhaps just talk us through a little bit more of the detail about how to register, how do you join this community if you're not already on there, and what sort of engagement experience can you expect? I mean, can you knock on doors? You mentioned a business card swapping facility. Perhaps just touch on a little bit more detail that would encourage people to say, "Hey, you know what? I haven't actually registered yet. I better get my skates on and get involved because stuff's going down over there."
Yeah, sure. So I think the best way to register for this platform is through our website. So www.enlit-africa.com. If you go to, there's a page on our website called 365 Day, and there's all really detailed instructions on how to get onto this Enlit Africa Connect community and platform. So the platform is hosted by a company called Swapcard, and they used to be actually a matchmaking company, and they've evolved their business offering during these times. So what this platform allows people to do is, yes, you can go in and view the content through live streaming of the webinars. We're also finding, as we spoke about earlier, there's a lot more of these webinars happening. So actually the on-demand take-up has increased, and the way people are consuming digital content has changed over the last few months. So we're getting a lot more people actually coming on in their own time to watch this content. But then, so if you were to log on during the event or the webinar, whatever, happening live, you can have live Q&A with the speakers and the panelists. So you can get to ask these pertinent questions to these industry experts. Then you also get to see who else is online at the same time, and you can start connecting and speaking with them. There's also for our, I would call them exhibitors in the live format, but it's almost like product category listings. So there's a whole section for the sell side, the vendors, to list their products. So they can display videos about their product, their company offerings. They can list the different products that they have and how they can help people's needs. They can, there's a various number of things that they can upload, PDFs of their sales brochures, and the attendees can speak live or send emails or requests to these companies to get more information. They can also do a video, or like a video on in-person meeting through the platform, and otherwise they can just, send messages. So it's kind of like a LinkedIn for the event industry, I would say. So we really are growing that, and we're calling that community, those people that, our attendees, our speakers, our exhibitors, sponsors, that community, and that is growing day by day. And we're seeing real take up and interaction between these parties.
Well, that's amazing, and we wish you every success, and we certainly will be participating, and we look forward to engaging, and what an absolute pleasure. So just to remind everybody what that website is, it's enlit-africa.com. So go there, register, get involved, be a part of the community. Check out the online content, reach out to people, do business. That's the thing. No one can afford to stay still. We can't all walk around and shake hands with each other, but we can't stand still either. So we've got to carry on. And the great thing about event brands like your own is that really they've been around, they've got that trust, they've got this community. So be a part of it. This is an opportunity really to bring that to life. And another thing, if you at a live event, you really only, as much as you could shake hands with someone in the lift, yes, but there's a limit to the number of people you can actually speak to over 2 or 3 or 4 days. Whereas when you're online, especially if you stretch out the whole framework over the year, there's actually no limit to the number of calls you can have, the number of conversations you can have. So it actually gives people real access to the throngs of influential people that would typically walk through the doors of an event like Enlit. So there are upsides, there are benefits, and what a pleasure. So that's enough from me. Perhaps I could just ask you, just in conclusion, give us perhaps a summary of some of the key points that you'd like to leave viewers with as we conclude. So just once again, thank you very much indeed from my side. Great chatting with you. Wish you every success in the rollout of your new brand, Enlit. What a pleasure. And also in terms of any new innovations and all this cool stuff that you've described, we look forward to it. What a pleasure. So over to you for some concluding remarks, and then we'll give it back to Byron to wrap it up. So thank you very much.
Great, thank you. So thanks for inviting me, and to you and your listeners today. So we really look forward to engaging with you on Enlit Africa Connect. So please go to our website. Again, it's enlit-africa.com to view our full content calendar and join our community today. So what you can finally expect, we've got some really great topics coming up over the next few months. We've got unpacking the 5 Ds of the energy transition and their role in Africa. We've got stimulating local capital and currency financing into Africa, the just energy transition and the wider energy sector's role that it has to play, and lots more exciting content. We're also going to be, apart from with our sister brand, our media brand, ESI Africa, we will be doing a whole lot of webinars. We'll also be hosting podcasts, our digital events, fireside chats, closed door roundtables, and really much more. So it's exciting. So please do join us, and we're excited to host you. As I said, thank you.
Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys. I'll just end it off for you.
Thanks, Byron. Thank you.
Yeah, as you guys heard, just go down, register on that website. Exciting times moving forward. You have to innovate. You have to move forward. Long-term thinking. We're in a digital age, but we do want to connect with each other. And this is the way to connect now at this moment. So go down there, www.enlit-africa.com. So as I say each show, greeneconomy.tv provides insights and intelligence on all sustainability-related matters.
What if our need for energy didn't cost us the earth? What if the power that drives the world and powers our industry could harness the expertise of the energy leaders, plus the ideas of the technology innovators? What if we all came together to start a conversation, to spread our knowledge, to light a spark, to fuel change, to strive for improvement for the future of our continent. What if two great energy brands combined to create a community like no other? Enlit, your inclusive guide to the energy transition, covering the energy conversation from all over Africa. Enlit Africa. Connect, inspire, evolve.